So that was just me to get out the house. Um, so I got something else to do. High school diploma, all that. Nope. Don't got one. Don't need one. Because let me tell you something about this. The way they doing stuff, changing education now, and the way they saying these pronouns and all this stuff, that wasn't what we had back then. To get out a high school diploma with. Y'all doctoring up stuff that don't have nothing to do with education. So all y'all degrees and all this stuff, it really doesn't matter. And actually, C-19 showed that it didn't matter because half of you lost your jobs with your degrees. So at the end of the day, it does not matter what you get. Because when the world changed their system, you can get all the paper and you can be in debt all you want. You're going to carry that debt because they're going to make you pay that debt. But that paper is not going to matter. So if you got a husband and he's doing real good and he's providing, and if you're helping just a little bit, you better keep that going. Because at the end of the day, hey, family is more important than just you by yourself. I land my plane.
Okay, absolutely, whichever Anderson. Thank you so much. Okay, listen in the comment section. Okay, I see a lot of people saying a whole lot of shit in the comment section. See, mind what you say in the comment section. I got moderators. You're gonna get dropped and you're gonna get blocked. Okay, you can keep it simple. You can construct a good sentence and we can keep it going. Don't come in the comment section and spill anything crazy. Let's have a conversation. This is the platform where you can come and learn, listen, and grow. And if you have something against the topic, we can have a conversation. You can come up here and we can have a conversation. And we're gonna tell you why your husband is more important than your PhD. Second, before I move to the next person, before I move to Magic quickly, I want to say something, guys, okay? There's a study that was carried out in the USA, probably like among college educated couples, okay? The percentage of divorce initiated by wife is a whooping 90%. So most women that are educated are the one initiating divorce. You're leaving your marriage, going back to the street, getting your back blown all over the street at the end of the day, and you don't even know how to risk it all by yourself. Okay, we have a woman out there that probably less than 9 month old kid alone in the house. We have a lot of stories about what single mamas do all the time. You're gonna leave the kid all alone, but you have to travel for vacation. You don't see videos about men leaving their kids. At the end of the day, you chase the man out of your life. You divorce this man, and you are not even capable of raising a kid all by yourself. And that's the problem right there. The most important thing is that as a woman out there, being a wife is the most beautiful thing you can ever be. Being a wife and being a mother and catering to your man is the most beautiful thing on this earth. Men don't care about your degree. Men don't care about your PhD. We don't give a fuck about your money. Okay? At the end of the day, when you chase your careers and your degree, you still want to be with a man that earn more than you. You still want to be with a man that make more money than you. If I earn 100K, if he doesn't earn 200K, I don't want it. If he can't pay for my wedding, I don't need it. So why the hell are you chasing your careers at the end of the day? Some of you are going to say that my money is my money is my money, my husband's money is our money, and that is bullshit because most of you are so selfish and self-centered. Okay, let me go to Magic. Magic, you're welcome on the show. I can see the picture right there. She's probably educated with a lot of cats. So at the end of the day, most of you with your degrees, you're probably going to buy a dog or buy a cat and die alone. So let's keep it going. Magic, you can go ahead and speak. You're welcome on the show.
Hey OD, hey panel. I just want to say before I get into it, right? This is a men empowerment live, so let's just put that into perspective for a minute. I mean, we can all have our different opinions here. It really doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, what I will say is that my husband is more important than a PhD or a career. Hell yeah. And the reason why is exactly what Michelle just said. I'm not going to be able to take my PhD and my career with me when I leave this earth. You know what I mean? And God forbid something happens to my husband. I can snap back into it because I do have an education and I do have a career. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with having an education and a career. What's wrong with having an education and a career is when you neglect your responsibilities as a wife and as a mother. That I do not agree with. And I think that we see this a lot, especially with my generation. And then, OD hosts these lives all the time, right? And we see the same thing over and over and over again. And it's these women who come up here who are 40 years old, crying and talking about all of these good things they have and how good they look, but they still can't find a man. Well, take a good look at that picture right there, y'all, with that old lady sitting with her cats. That's exactly what you guys are going to be looking at. Yep. Take a nice look. Take a nice look.
You're going to buy cats and dogs and die alone.
Yeah, I mean, and if that's your goal, then great. More power to you. But I personally want more out of life. And I'll leave it there.
Absolutely, Magic. You want more out of life. That is why you are married. And whichever Anderson has been married for about 30 years, you have been married for so long. Most of the women in the comment section are miserable. Most of them don't know how to keep a man. They're not married. They don't know what it is to be Mrs. Magic or Mrs. Richelle Anderson. When you see a wife out there, you are more respected in the society and in the community. It's like an honor being a wife to a great man. So that is amazing. But we now have more women today. I can do it all by myself. And at the end of the day, you're raising dysfunctional kids because kids do better in both parents' household. And I also want to say something as a woman out there: if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage that is abusive, toxic, the man is putting his hands on you, you have the right to leave because your life is more important to you and to everybody. So don't be in an abusive relationship. And to the man out there, don't put your hand on the woman, okay? But as a woman out there, when you find that good man, that amazing husband that doesn't yell at you, that doesn't put his hands on you, that's a protector and a provider, then you need to cater to that man. You need to be a wife. So let's keep it rolling, guys. Let's keep it rolling. I want everybody to speak on the panel. T, you're welcome on the show. You can unmute yourself and let's have a conversation. Tell us your name and what country you're streaming from, okay? That's the topic right there.
Oh, hi. So yeah, I'm just going by T, but so I don't know how I feel about the topic, but the thing is, I was raised by a mom that always told me your education will never get up and leave you. And so she was a really good wife, as well, but she was also an NP. So she was also a good mom as well. I don't know how she did it because she
Was
worked in
your
an
mom
emergency
married?
room.
Was your mom married?
Well, she was married, but the problem is that those men cheated.
She got a divorce, right? She initiated a divorce, right?
Yeah, because they cheated,
Okay. What about
and
you? Are
she
you
took care of
married?
it. Huh?
Are you married?
Um, I'm okay, but I'm open to being married one day,
Have
but
you ever been married before?
no, because every person that I try to be a good or future wife because that's what I date for, date for marriage and all that. They've cheated, and so now I call it I'm kind of living like a gypsy lifestyle, if you know what I mean.
No. How are you going to tell me that everybody you ever met cheated on you and you were perfect? You're a perfect woman and all the men just come
I'm
and cheat on
trying to
you?
be. I'm
Are
definitely
you
not
really?
perfect. I was a hot mess express,
Are you,
but
LDA, I need to ask you something, right?
what?
Did you have a good connection with your father?
No.
That's the reason why.
Yeah, but if you knew what he did, you would also understand.
You don't need to. You don't need to tell me why. For me,
Okay,
it's
that's
not.
fine. But the other thing is, I'm not fully attracted to men, so
So the whole problem, listen to you, okay? Now the whole problem started when, um, your father was not in your life, absolutely. Nobody tried to talk bad about you. You didn't have this good relationship with your daddy. Probably you came up here and you said your dad cheated, okay? And did you see him cheating, or were you probably a baby and your mama told you your dad cheated on her? Okay, was that the story?
I saw it. Actually,
So,
I was the one who exposed him.
okay, so you were the one that exposed him. So is that enough reason why you have resentment for your dad, or because he cheated?
Um, no, there's more things, but I'd rather not get into that. But I will
See,
say this: the other thing
everybody.
is, I'm not really attracted to men.
So why are you
As
not
much
attracted
as
to men?
I don't know, but
Why?
I find women more
You don't
attractive.
know.
It's
You
called
don't know because
sexuality and it's
this
on a spectrum. It's not black and
Fabrillion,
white.
mute yourself. I haven't called you to speak. Okay, don't interrupt. Don't do that again, please, guys. Okay,
I
I'm coming
do.
all the way down. Okay, everybody's gonna speak. You're gonna have your time. So we want to talk to T. T, now. Okay, the reason why probably you resentment so much because probably the first man in your
I don't
life you
really
didn't have a
hate
good
men
relationship
though.
with your dad.
I'm
Absolutely.
just
Listen, okay, I'm
not
gonna tell you.
attracted to them.
No, you weren't born this way. Okay, you were born a beautiful princess. Okay, that probably you want to be married in the future and live happily ever after. But at the end of the day, something happened. Okay, there was no girl that was born to say that from when she was like 5 to 10 years, and she said, "I don't find men attractive," or except you probably a transgender or you're gay or something about that. But if you're a woman out there, something happened, and you already told us that you exposed your daddy, and you didn't have a good relationship with your dad. Because I've seen kids 5 year old, 6 year old, when they see their parents, "Hey, mommy and daddy, I also want to get married.
Yeah,
I want to be like
but I
mommy and
will say this:
daddy."
I have had positive experiences with men as well. That's why I'm not what do you call it, hateful towards men, if that makes sense. I'm just not attracted to them. I don't find them
Okay,
as
now
physically attractive.
I want to ask you a question. Okay, in your past relationship,
Yeah.
in your past relationship, what happened? What happened in your past? Did you initiate the breakup, or it was your boyfriend that broke up with you?
Well, I've dated both men and women, but with the men, it was how do I say?
Listen,
They
hold on,
cheated.
T.
Like I
Listen,
caught them
okay,
in the act.
T.
And then with the women, it was just the fact that we didn't really mix. Like we didn't get along, if that makes sense.
You didn't
So,
mix. Say that again. You didn't mix with the women. Do you know the
Like our
reason why that was?
personalities didn't match as much as
I
I
should
thought
tell
they
you
did.
why. I can tell you
so
why. Yeah.
the reason why you are having this problem, T, because probably you're not straight. Okay, if you want to be, you're bisexual. That's why you're having this problem. That's why you say you don't find men attractive. Okay, so you're bisexual. Okay, we only speak with people that are straight. Okay, and nobody's trying to bash you. Okay, you can do whatever you want to do, and this is the reason. If you want to stick with women, go ahead, stay with women. If you want to stay with a man, stay with a man. Do you have kids?
Not yet, but I hope to adopt.
Oh, really? So you want
I'm sorry. I don't like to the women who give birth. I have to give y'all credit and to the extreme because like, I'm sorry. That looks terrible. That looks like the
T?
worst thing. But I
Okay,
respect the
T.
fact that women are
Hold
strong
on,
can do
T.
that.
Hold on, T. Now, what you're saying right now, you're deflecting, and it's not cool. Okay, if your mother probably said the same thing that you're saying right now, do you think she's gonna have you? Do you think you're gonna be on TikTok talking right now? If she said the same thing, I want to have them, I don't want to have babies. I think I'm not attracted to men. She won't be with your daddy in the first place. Okay, so do you think your parents are gonna be proud of you exactly how you're talking right now? Is your mom proud of you? You know, thinking that you don't want to have a family of your own, you want to kill your
Yeah,
bloodline. Yo,
I
oh,
already
she's
told her I want to adopt,
OD, and
okay.
and
Anthony,
she's
go ahead.
totally for it.
yeah, I can get to the bottom of
That's
this. Right.
She
So you
None of
supports
your
said
me all the
business
way.
what she does with her family planning,
mute
first
your
of all.
mic, mute your mic, or you get dropped.
Yeah, that's like my mom is totally supportive of that. But also, we had a blended family after a while, you know, because she married my stepdad. And, like, yeah, no, she knows that I don't want
so
to get pregnant.
probably,
I want to
see,
explain something
if
to you
your
about
daddy was
it.
in your life, he's probably not going to be in support of what you're saying right now. Because probably your dad is not in your life, you were raised all by your mom because, and now you're free to
I
do
was
whatever you want to do.
raised,
Okay?
yeah, but
OD, I'm going to take this one and explain to her clear as day, yeah, and I'm going to use logic here, right, yeah. Now, you say you like men and women, yeah, but
I'm sorry, what?
you said you like men and women, but you
Yeah,
gravitate more to women.
yeah.
One of the top reasons why you broke up with women, yeah, because if you look at the stats and the marriage rates, right, the
Hmm.
highest divorce rates here are lesbian couples, and the reason for that is because we all know a woman's emotional level is 17 times higher than a man's. The wave is so high. So when you get into an argument with your partner and you get emotional, they get emotional,
You want
then
to know
even
something that's interesting?
it comes to the point where even DV, the highest rate of DV, is in
Yeah.
lesbian couples. So that's one of the top key reasons why
You want to know
you
what's
more or
most
less
Right,
interesting?
disconnect with
that's
these women.
false, but
Mute your mic.
supply
You
your
want to know something that's
sources.
very interesting, though,
It is
Anthony?
incorrect.
Yeah,
She's correct. That is incorrect what you just said.
no, it's not.
You know what level or hormone is at our highest when we are in that
Magic, whichever
emotional
Anderson,
space?
you're gonna go next. You got something to say? You heard the lady, whichever Anderson. Then I'm gonna go next to Comrade very soon. I want the ladies that are married, okay, to speak on you quickly before I move on. Whichever Anderson, you heard what T said. Magic, you ladies can go. Anthony, are you done?
Yeah, I'm finished. Let
Okay,
Michelle
whichever
answer.
Anderson, you heard what T say. Okay, what advice do you think you want to give to T? Then I'm gonna move to Magic next. Then we'll keep it rolling. Comrade, get ready.
Okay.
My
Oh, yeah.
thing is, it says husbands are more important. Do you have a husband?
Me right
Yeah.
now?
Mm-hmm.
No. And it's not that I wouldn't be against it. Like if I found the right man, but yeah, but I don't think my husband would be more important than my goals and my dreams and everything. No, I want to treat him respectfully if I were to get married to a man, and I want to be a good wife, but I don't think a good husband's gonna devalue what I want to do with my life outside of the marriage. If he's a good husband, you know?
Okay. Now, can
Do
I
you
ask you
think
a question? Oh, no,
Sure.
I'm turning it on her.
Oh,
So, do you think your husband should value you highly, respect
yes,
you
of course.
highly? No, 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 no. If you can't respect him highly, no,
Oh, I mean, I would respect him no matter what.
no.
But
Mm-mm.
the thing is, like, I do want to do some other things outside of being a mother. Like, I don't want my entire life to be surrounded by that. I do plan on doing things like having a career and getting a couple of degrees. And I'm not doing it for like me to, I know I can't bring that on to, you know, past when I'm passed away and all that stuff. But for me, their goal is to prove to myself that I can do this. Because I was raised by a very independent woman who also did get married, but she told me a man can get up and leave or a woman, to keep it equal, a man or a woman can get up and leave the very next day. And then what are you going to do? Especially if they own everything, like your phone, your house, your this, your that. You're going to be screwed and then end up on the street anyway.
And my thing is this: why did they leave? I mean, come on now. If you bring in peace within yourself and peace within that relationship, it's
I don't
hard
know why
for
they left my mom, but I do know this.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm not going to
yeah.
blame somebody who was cheated on.
Okay,
Everybody
okay,
can.
okay.
You
Hold on,
don't know
hold on.
what your mom
So
did.
you don't know.
See, hold on. You don't know what your mom did, okay? I know cheating
Yeah.
is not cool. We're nobody supporting cheating, okay? I know you don't know what your mom did, okay?
Yeah, but I mean, actually,
That's why I always say,
I
don't
do.
get involved in your relationship. If your mama and your daddy are having an issue, it's none of your business, okay? It's not that going to get into your parents' relationship that you want to take side. If your parents are having an issue because they're dating, they haven't even had you. You've not been born. You've not been in this earth. They've been dating before you came into this life. So if they're having an issue, it's none of your goddamn business. Don't take side. Okay, and that is why you're having issues right now. You think a man want to be with a woman that is bisexual? No man. A lot of men will not pick you. Okay, they would marry you when they know
Actually,
you probably. Yes,
that's wrong.
absolutely. A lot of men are not going to pick you because you are
Yeah.
bisexual. You can sleep with a woman or you can sleep with a man. So most men are probably not going to pick you. They wouldn't want to marry you, and that is why
That
you're
is
still single
wrong.
and you're finding it hard to
So
find a man.
incorrect.
Whichever one.
So
Yep.
incorrect
Okay.
because
My thing is, she's not married, so they're not picking you for marriage. They'll sleep with you, lay with you, have threesomes with you, foursomes, whatever with you. That's all you are good for. You're no
Again,
good for
incorrect,
marriage.
babe.
Where the
whoa,
marriage?
hold on a
Show me
second.
the
That's
marriage.
just belittling.
No, show me. But that's what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
Come on.
That was
That's the
making an
lifestyle it
assumption.
leads to. That's the lifestyle it leads to. Come on. Look, I'm
No, it
52.
doesn't.
I know what it leads to.
Are you
People have,
bisexual?
it's called orgies, girl. Okay, for a reason, right?
Are you
It's called orgies.
bisexual?
It's called orgies for a reason, right?
Yeah, but I'm
More
not
than one
taking part of
partners.
those.
Swingers, right? Right?
I'm not
More
taking
than
part
one
of that.
partner. I'm
Babe,
just saying.
When
That
I
can
date a
happen.
woman, when I date a person, I date them. I'm with
Well,
them.
how you
I'm
know they
only with
dating
them.
you? Or how you know they dating you and not dating someone else too? Okay? So
Because
yeah.
bisexual doesn't mean acting out like that. Usually bisexual
You
just
don't know?
means
Okay, so I never saw that before. Okay. Me being 52 years old. Never saw
exactly.
people in that
Exactly.
area.
So you're speaking for other people when you have no.
These
but
things, okay, I don't want you
basically
to speak. But
Please
we
keep
need
the
to
mic.
move on. T,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Magic,
I'm
go
gonna let
ahead.
you move on.
Keep
Okay,
the
whichever one is
the
land your plane, okay? T, hold on. Let the lady that I'm married speak.
Is what you want?
okay. I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean to get into like rude about that, but no, I mean that I date both. But I do not like to participate in the things that you were mentioning before, personally, because I think it's kind of gross. But that's just because I'm afraid catching stuff and ugh. But anyway, no, when I'm dating somebody, I'm dating specifically them. And I don't know, I guess my opinion, just to kind of,
Hold on.
wrap things up, is
That is
just
what you ladies always say. I've had a conversation with a bisexual. As a man, I would never date a bisexual. If you're a woman,
that's
if you're into
you.
women and you're into men, I wouldn't have anything to do with you because you can probably bring a woman in my house. And she's just my friend, and she's your lover, and you're probably
That's
gonna be
the
sleeping with her in my
thing.
house. So that's what you do. You ladies do it all the time. So that is why most men don't want to be with a woman that's bisexual. Okay, you can always bring a woman in the
That's
house
not
and sleep
true.
with a woman. I'm telling you.
Not for everyone.
Yeah, all I'm saying
I'm going to
respectfully
drop you
is
very much. Don't speak again.
that
I'm
is
coming.
your
You're going to have your
statement,
turn to speak.
and
And that is why you're still single. You need to get your priorities straight. You need to know what you want. If you want to be with a woman, be with a woman. If you want to be with a man, be with a man. Stop moving all over the place. And that is why you're still single. You
I'm
probably,
not single because
how
of that.
old are you?
Sexuality. Google it.
How old are you, Verti?
Actually, that's not why I'm single. The reason that
How
I am
old are
single is
you?
because
Are
I
you in your
want to
40s or
be.
in your 30s?
I'm in my 30s and I'm planning to move. That's why I'm single. I don't know if I
So
want
you're
to live
single
in my
because
current
the people that
state.
you want, the men that you want don't want you. That's why you're single. When the man that you want come right now, or the woman that you want come right now, you're probably going to throw everything out the window and be with that person. So when you ladies say that I'm single because, I'm trying to move on, no, you're single because the people that you want don't want you. That is why you're still single. Let's keep it honest and let's keep it straight, okay? Nobody's trying to bash you. We're just telling you the fact and reality. So this is the platform where we speak the truth and we tell you the way it is. If you want to be with a man, prioritize marriage and have a baby and have a family just the way your mother did. If your mother probably picked your father, your mom was the one that picked your father. So if it didn't work out, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work out for you. That doesn't mean that you're not going to find the right man that's probably going to be with you for the rest of your life. So don't use what happened in your mother relationship and think that all men are probably going to leave. That's the mindset you're carrying today, and it's destroying you. And you're still single at your 30s. Okay, you make the
That's
same
the
thing all
thing,
the time.
though.
Magic,
I'm
you go ahead and
happy.
speak. No, you're not happy. With the way you're talking, you're not happy. If you're
I
happy,
am.
you won't be all
Yeah,
over
I
the
just
place.
have a OD.
You
I
won't
just
be all
have
over
a
the place dating a
question.
man and a woman. Okay, Magic, go ahead.
I'm
I'm sorry. Is
Yeah,
it
I
my
just
turn
have a
next?
question for you, Tia, a hypothetical here. So let's say you're married, right? If
Mhm.
your husband asks for you to stay home and neglect your career to take care of him, let's just say if he was in an accident or, for some reason he was, not in a good place and he needed your support, right?
Yeah.
Would you or would you not say my career and my PhD are more important? Sorry. What
Here's what I would do. I would probably turn that into my career because most people don't know this. You can get paid for taking care of your family members full time. So I would probably turn that into my career.
Okay, but you would stay home and take care of your husband, right?
Yeah. But I'm also
There,
in
I
science.
land my plane. I land my plane.
Okay,
Yeah.
Magic.
So that's the
Hold,
thing. I
hold
would
on.
take care of them.
Magic,
But
thank you so much. See, you need a land your plan. I want to move to Comrade and Manilux and Des and Valinon. They've been waiting right there. They need to speak. So I've said what I got to say to you. Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to have kids? See, that's my question to you right now.
yeah, I do want to get married, but I don't know if I'm going to get married to a man or a woman or what's going to happen because, like, I don't know who I'm going to fall in
This
love
is the
with.
reason why I
And
said you
no
have
matter
to
what,
get your
I do want to
see.
adopt because
See,
pregnancy looks terrible. I'm sorry. It looks like hell.
you were designed to carry a baby, okay? Stop saying that, okay? You have a womb. You're designed to carry a seed. You're designed to carry a baby. Stop saying it's terrible. This is the problem right here. You are being all over the place.
Yeah, but that
Hold
also
on.
is,
You're probably there with a woman. If you don't want to have a baby, go stay with a woman and live happily ever after. Nobody's forcing you. But don't get to your 40s and your 50s and you're not being shame and regret that, oh, I wish I had a kid now, you're crying. We have a lot of women coming out on social media to cry every day. A lot of
why is
45-year-old
adoption so
women.
bad?
Yes, okay. Why are you
Why
ladies
is
coming out
it?
to cry all the time? If it doesn't affect you, why do you always come out and cry in your 40s and your 50s? I need a man. Feminism lied to me. I'm supposed to have a baby. Why do you always
No.
cry? You don't see men coming out
Crime.
and cry. And no, if you go to my page right now, you see a lot of women crying in their 40s. Where are all the good men gone? I need a man. But right now you still got it. You're still in your early 30s. You want to waste more of your time. At the end of the day, you have a biological time clock. Okay, you're probably going to lose your eggs and you won't be
I
able to
don't
have
want to
babies. So you
wait.
need to
I
get your
don't. That
shit
looks
together.
terrible.
Hold on, get your shit together, know what you want, and move on,
Kids.
all right?
I want to
Comrade,
adopt
Everywhere around the
because
world
there are
that need a
children
home.
on this planet that need a home and that need love and need care, and we're left by the parents who birthed them. They need that. What, do they
if
not matter?
Can I say
listen,
something? Okay.
okay,
Can I
whichever
say,
Anderson, go ahead.
okay. What kind of love you gonna give to them? Do you love yourself?
Of course.
Okay.
And I would give them the same love that I would feel that any parent would want to give them. They deserve a home.
Okay. I'm just saying because I just want to know what kind of love can you give a child if you don't love yourself. And the reason why I'm saying this, I saw an ID show and I looked it up. This ID channel where a little girl went and told her dad about her mom.
Mm.
No, went back and told her parent about another parent. And the dad went up there and the video camera shows what the dad did to the mom. And I know that girl got to live with that every day. Children,
Yeah.
stay out of your parents' business. I don't get in my mother's business, my father's business, never did, don't care, because it's their business. You don't know what side of the story and who is telling the truth. Moms can turn their children against the father can turn their children against the mom. You got to mind your business and stay in a child's place. So my
Absolutely.
thing to you, what you gonna tell them children
You
that
want to
you
talk to you, we
adopting?
want to move on. Okay,
Will you
whichever
tell them
Anderson, thank you.
children?
Thank you so much, Michelle Anderson. Okay, I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to come back to T. T, we're coming back to you. We've given you the piece of advice. You need to prioritize, know what you want. You don't know what you want. You don't even know if you want to stay with a man or a woman. So figure that out and know what you want and get your shit together. Let's go to Comrade. Comrade, you're welcome on the show. You can go ahead and speak. Tell us your name and what country you're streaming from. All right, and let's keep it rolling.
Yeah. My name is Kenzie and I'm from Canada. I think the prompt really hasn't been essentially elaborated on in terms of like how you define importance. So I would just essentially go based on success, survival, as well as well-being measurements. And I would say that within this aspect of our society, that it is safer to invest in a PhD and a career than it is to invest in a husband and family. Ultimately, because we see better outcomes for women when they choose education and career at younger ages. Women who typically get married at younger ages, as well as have children before 25, typically do get divorced and are more subject to poverty, homelessness, and negative disproportionate outcomes. where we can see that a lot of women's mobility within society, whether economically or socially, has been because of our integration into higher education, therefore giving us access to positions within different fields, to now where we can achieve our own financial success and independence. Based on
Comrade,
what I've heard and kind of
I want
seen.
to ask you a question. Comrade, hold on. This is
Sure,
the whole.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done, I
Hold on.
promise.
When the host tell you to hold on, you hold on. You're gonna because you're speaking a whole lot of lies right now that we disagree with you with what you said.
Well, I just have a couple more
So we need to
sentences
ask
because
you a
it seems like
question.
you've
Host,
given
you're being
everyone.
rude. Let her speak. Let her finish.
Yeah, it seems
Man,
like you've given everyone the chance
you
to
don't
kind
see.
of lay the
How the hell you gonna tell the host he's being rude? He's the
I'm
host.
gonna
OD,
see. You don't.
commercial break here, commercial
Okay.
break here,
All right. Commercial break,
commercial
guys.
break, commercial break here. First of all, right, this is a men's podcast here. So respect the podcast, respect the host, and wait your turn. This is not a feminist podcast.
I don't know what that means. I just
And
wanted to
listen,
finish.
hold on, comrade, okay? See, this is the problem. When the host tell you to hold on, you hold on. You're going to have the floor to speak. You came up here, you spit a whole lot of lies, and we want to address that. You can't come up on the
Sure.
panel
Yeah,
and say
let's go
things
ahead
that
and
ain't
address
wrong,
that.
okay?
I'm excited.
So when I'm done asking you the question, then you can go ahead and land your plane.
Oh, okay.
You say, okay? So you said a whole lot of things. We're not trying to interrupt you, okay?
Sure.
You said a lot of things that we disagree, so we can have a constructive conversation, all right? Let's get Anthony. You want to ask our question right before I go? The Amani Lux, don't say that shit you just said right now, okay? This is the host. We know how to handle the show. Everybody's going to speak, all right? Anthony, go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah, I wanna ask a dude.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't hear him.
Anthony, you're having a network issue, okay? Comrade, okay, when you say that, most women today are successful, they're making their money, most of them that didn't prioritize marriage, and they prioritize their career, most of them are happy and all that stuff, and that is a lie, okay?
I didn't
Why
say
do we
any
not,
of that.
that's what you said, okay? Can you
No,
rephrase that?
it's not. That's not what I said.
Okay, you
So
say,
what's more important, a nuclear family, yeah, or a career? Because which one's gonna be by your graveside when you pass away?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. You cut out.
I said, what's more important, a nuclear family or your career? Yeah, and then I said to you, right, which one is gonna be by your graveside when you pass away?
I don't understand what you mean by my graveside.
Which I understand. Do you want to take this one?
Are you asking, are my children going to come visit my grave, or are my friends? I think you can have meaningful relationships outside of your children and your husband.
Conrad, I want to ask you a question. How many degrees you have?
Why is that irrelevant? Why is that relevant? Are
Because you
you?
don't understand what we are trying to say, and you're supposed to be an educated woman.
No, it totally didn't make sense.
Girl, if you don't hush, I'm gonna ask Anthony to drop your tail.
Well, again, then it shouldn't matter how many degrees I have if you're saying I don't understand. Tell me
You
what
say you
I
don't
don't
understand.
understand.
You say you don't, but I thought you was
I didn't
educated.
say I don't understand.
You just tell everybody there you
I
didn't
essentially
understand.
gave what are the most likely outcomes based on statistics and historical reference points. And it seems like no one's addressing
okay, comrade,
that, which is fine. I'm happy just to continue with what I was saying.
Hold on, listen, okay? We now have more successful, independent women out there that are single and they can find a man. And most of them are saying that there are no more economically attractive men out there. We have more professional, successful, single women out there in their 30s and their 40s that can find a man. A lot of them are in America. So many of them are out there. They say the men are not on my level. I don't date down. If it doesn't make it, we have more successful single women out there. And I also want to say something to you concerning what you said. Okay, let me say this to you, Comrade. There was a study that was carried out in America, and among college-educated couples, okay, the percentage of divorce initiated by wives is a whopping 90%. Okay, most of these women that are educated, they have their career. Most of the one are the one initiating divorce. Most of them are the one leaving their marriages. At a high percentage, okay? So what do you got to say to that?
So, the reason that I would argue that more educated women are filing divorce is because they have the means to leave the relationship.
Okay? They have the means to leave the relationship. So that means they are destroying the
Correct.
family.
Poverty makes it very difficult for women to file for divorce.
Stop talking about poverty, okay? At the end of the day, when you women chase your career and make you money, you still want a man that earn more than you. You don't want to date down. All the women that I know that are successful, that are independent, they always say that when you ask what kind of man did you want, I want a man that is economically attractive, that have all the reasons. That if I earn 100K, you must earn 300K. You don't want to date a man you don't want to date down, okay? That is why many of you are still single. And as a lady out there in your prime, in your 20s, when they tell you, because in your prime, there's going to be a lot of men that want to marry you. Probably all the ladies out there in your 20s, there's a lot of guys that want to marry you. A lot of average, hard-working guys that want to marry, but you always turn them down, thinking the grass is greener on the other side. But at the end of the day, as a woman out there, you have a biological time clock. So when you chase your career to your 40s, and you don't have enough time on your side, you're losing your eggs. So we didn't create you that way. So when we tell you as a woman to marry in your prime and make your husband your priority, you think we're joking. We have a lot of 40-year-old women out there that are desperate. They want to settle down because they realize that, wow, my career means probably no shit at the end of the day. I need to have my kids. I need to have my own family. I've spoken to a lot of women out there. So what do you got to say about that?
Even if I were to accept that you know a lot of 40-year-old women who are unsatisfied with not being married and having children, I know a lot of women who are married or who are divorced and who have children who are also unsatisfied with those outcomes.
Okay, what did you say?
I think we need to recognize that women are not. One second. Wait, this is a mutual thing, right? Where I do get the space to speak. Is that right?
Of course, you have the space to speak. Okay.
Okay.
Say what
Great.
you want to say.
So I just wanted to make sure. I think we need to recognize that women are not a monolith, and that becoming a wife and mother is not something that is a part of our femaleness or rooted in our biology or natural existence. That we are independent, autonomous human beings, and that we do have the authority. I'm sorry.
You can't come up here and speak for all women. Don't come up here. You can speak for.
Hold
on. Don't come up here and speak for all women. There's a lot of women out there.
I'm not speaking for all women.
Exactly.
I'm saying that each woman is an individual, and that she has the authority, autonomy, and capacity to be self-determinate within her own life. So if women don't want to have children, if they don't want to be a wife, just like T had said, there are other things that I want outside of that existence, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Can I say something real quick? Because now she monologuing.
I'm almost, I just have a sentence or two. Women are not obligated.
Thank you. Let's talk about. First off, nobody cares if y'all want to be single, and nobody cares if y'all want to be ran through. All right. At the end of the day, y'all are from a low stock. Y'all from a low grade. So of course you can't. First off, a flex isn't somebody coming to your house and you got a cat and a dog running around. You're a loser. A flex is when a person when you invite your friends over, they come and they see the accomplishments that you have. They see your husband in the backyard with his friends building up the house. When they come in the house, you tell your kids can speak 3 different languages. Y'all just a waste of space. Move out the way and let real women get by. Nobody cares. Well, this is a monolithic society. Nobody cares. You're a loser. Because at the end of the day, we all know that you're dealing with men. You still sleeping with men. You just not having kids. I wonder how that happens. All right? Because every woman that be coming up here, well, the family doesn't really matter, and I don't have kids, and I'm 35, and I don't have kids, and this and the third. So you wasn't getting pounded the whole time? How you able to make that happen and you not have kids? Okay then. Next. Most of y'all women can't even have families anyway. I'm gonna keep it a buck 10. A lot of y'all not even fertile. The hell y'all talking about? Y'all done been ran through so much. Y'all not even fertile. The hell you talking about? You can't even have kids even if you tried. The hell you talking about? And I'm not talking about nobody on the panel. I'm just speaking in general, so nobody on the panel get offended. All right. Next. A lot of these women out here that be running their mouth, they're a bunch of airheads. All right. And I was on another panel and some man asked me, he was like, how do you know how much a body count that girls have? You know how much you know? How much they have?
That was so bullshit.
Because the way they speak and the mindset that they have, if they have this just outrageous, not even like a settled concept of anything, and they have a bunch of different damn theories in their head, they got a bunch of this, you could just count it up. They definitely got more than 100 if they start talking like that. All right. Women think they have options. Y'all ain't got no options. A lot of y'all women, y'all think that y'all can get with a bunch of men. Y'all not getting with a bunch of men. Y'all getting pounded. Y'all getting slept with by a bunch of men. All right. You know why? Because y'all from a low stock. Y'all not wifey material in the first place. You know what y'all are? The material that y'all are It's slamming material, and that's it.
I don't. Are we?
So when
We're
it,
allowed
when
to
it,
ask
when it,
questions.
hold on. If it don't apply, let it fly. Why you
Hold
talking,
on, let him
baby?
finish.
Wait,
Okay, you're
we're
gonna
allowed to
speak
ask
then.
questions.
No.
Let him finish.
When
You're allowed
I'm
to ask questions.
done,
Hold on, let him
when I'm
let
done,
him
you
land
can
his
ask
Wait,
plane.
questions.
I'm sorry. Are there rules?
Okay, you can ask the question. See, listen, comrade. Okay, when a man is speaking, let him finish, and then you can go ahead
Wait,
and speak.
I just
Right?
want to understand if there are rules within moderation here, because
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
was
keep asking
interrupted.
questions and you keep
Right,
interrupting
because
because
I
I know
want to
that's what you
understand.
used to
You're
doing.
not
You used to
asking
doing that, but
within how this
I was
this
talking, but I'm
conversation
going
is
to allow
structured.
you. Hold on, comrade. I'm going to allow you to
Wait,
speak because I know you're
I'm just
used to
trying to
doing that.
understand how this conversation is
Stop
structured, because
acting
I
like
was
you don't.
interrupted
First
to
of all,
ask
stop
a
acting like you're
question.
clueless. He just said it. A man speak. If I'm speaking, I'm allowing you right now so you can ask me a question. So ask the question. Stop acting like an airhead. So
I'm
you can
not
ask the
acting
question
like
now.
an airhead. I have a question, and I keep
Go
being
ahead.
muted.
Hurry up. Make it quick.
Land your plane, okay? Jeremy,
So,
hold on. Let's see what you got to say.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead, land your plane, okay, comrade?
Sure. So, within these type of lives, when hosts and people like Jerome start asking personal questions to
I didn't say anything personal about nobody. Did you hear me call a name out? Unless
one second, one more
a hit
second, one
dog
second,
hollers,
one
but
more
I never
second. Oh,
said
I'm
no
sorry,
name.
I meant Anthony. I
Jeremy,
meant Anthony.
hold on, guys. Let her finish, okay? Just let her finish, okay? Okay, comrade, go
Right.
ahead,
So,
land your
like when the
plane.
host and Anthony start asking women personal questions, it shows that they're actually not here to defend their principles. They're holding this live to abuse and shame.
Shut the fuck up and get the fuck off the show.
This is what this.
Thank you.
Get the
She
fuck
didn't
out.
say nothing. She didn't
10
address
minutes
nothing that I said. Did she hear the
okay,
part where I said the flex is a family? A woman that can hold a family, that's a bigger flex than a woman who's running around here single and getting slammed up by everybody. And when I come to your, when your friends come to your house, all they see is a cat and a dog and a mattress on the floor.
That's the problem right
Listen,
there.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this and I'm laying out. I'm a mute, right? A bunch of these women, all right. Y'all just need to understand that there's different stock of women. Y'all feminists can be feminists, right? And it's okay. That's not the problem. Y'all not the problem because, like I said, when I see women who talk and act like that, I run across the street when I see them and I clutch my wallet. Because a man don't need to or want to have to deal with a woman like that. This ain't no woman's world. It's a man's world, baby. So if you're not worried about what we talking about, and if you ain't worried about being kind, compassionate, soft, because even the last girl that was up here, even if y'all think she has a soft voice, she's a hardcore feminist. When I mean hardcore, the woman is a witch. I'll just tell y'all that straight up. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all boys, when you hear women like that, I don't care what she looks like. You run away. Go get you a nice, compassionate, soft woman that speaks to you in a kind manner and knows how to cook, because I guarantee you she don't know how to cook. I guarantee you she don't know how to clean. I guarantee you she don't know how to do nothing domestic. What she know how to do is type on the computer and run her damn mouth. So y'all boys better be careful about what y'all hearing. Don't let a woman just start coming up here running her mouth. We have one thing and one thing to do. Go get your money.
Your mommy didn't love you.
Yeah, my mama and my daddy got the same last name as me.
Oh,
It's
shut the
yours.
fuck up. Shut
It's
the
yours.
fuck up.
Like I said, a hit dog hollers every single time.
Okay, guys, Jeremy,
Go
hold on.
ahead,
Let's just keep
go
it
ahead,
rolling,
Wolfie.
guys.
Whoever was gonna go, go ahead.
Hold on, Jeremy. Let's keep it rolling. Wolfie, you're welcome back on the show, okay?